Hi everyone, welcome back to Fleecimals Friday. I'm Noah.
And I'm Michelle, and in today's video we're going to be doing our little spin on Moriah Elizabeth's dessert pizza.
Alright, let's get on into it.
This past Friday, as always, we were watching Moriah Elizabeth's video, and this past week she came out with a video of painting comes to life in food, which she took a painting of a dessert pizza and made it in real life.
In her video, she made her dessert pizza out of a cake, but when we were watching, we thought we could maybe do a bit better. We had a different idea.
That's mean.
That's okay. And so we had the idea to make it, well, Michelle had the idea to make it out of a pie crust.
Yes, so Moriah actually made a cake and then carved it into a shape of a pizza. And I thought, wouldn't it just be easier if you know how to make pie crust to make a pie crust, decorate it almost the same way, and just slice it.
I mean, that's what pizza is, it's a pie.
It's a pizza pie!
We thought this would be a great idea.
It's a pizza pie!
One of the things that Moriah didn't like about how her dessert pizza turned out was that it was too sweet, because it was just, again, it was a cake, there was some chocolate fudge, a layer of frosting,
and more chocolate.
And then sprinkles, and so it was just way
It's a lot of sugar.
Way too sweet, way too sugary. So with the pie, Michelle's dad has a recipe that does not use any sugar, so we figured it would, balance out the chocolate and the sweetness with like a more savory pie crust.
So now we're gonna make it. My dad has an absolutely delicious recipe for pie crust, which he actually has his own YouTube video, so we'll link it above for you. He learned this recipe from his grandmother, who passed it down, and now I know it. He shared it, and it is the most perfect pie crust. It is not flaky, it's tender, which is just delicious. So we're gonna make it.
We're not gonna go over the recipe here. If you'd like to check out Michelle's dad's video, he goes over it in his video, so you'll be able to make your own pie crust if you want.
It's really simple too. There's only like 4 ingredients, so I definitely recommend it. I've never made pie crust when it wasn't while it's so hot outside, which is not good to do. For pie crust, one of the things that people get wrong is that they mix it too much and they make it too warm. You want to make it with cold hands and cold water. That's why there's ice there. You don't want to overwork the flour, or else you'll create gluten.
While Michelle is mixing her dough, I am going to cut up my chocolate that we're going to put on here.
Our thought process for this, like we said, was to start with a pie dough. And rather than chocolate fudge, we thought it would be good to have just a layer of tempered chocolate on top. So Noah is chopping up this really nice, fine artisan dark chocolate, which he bought because he really wanted it.
Well, because I like baking.
Loves baking.
So when I saw the video of Michelle, it was her idea to try and put her own spin on it, but I was really excited about it.
Because of her fancy chocolate.
Yeah, so I had this chocolate here that I have had for a while now.
Not that long though.
Not too
It's
long.
not bad. It's good chocolate.
I wanted to make a dessert with it, but I hadn't really had any reason to. We had nothing that I could really use this for yet. So when we were coming up with ideas of how we were gonna make this dessert pizza, I got really excited. I'm like, ooh, I can use my fancy chocolate bar.
The main things we're changing is the pie crust portion and the chocolate instead of fudge. We hope that you watch Moriah Elizabeth's video. We'll link that as well, so you can check out what spawned this idea. but we also are using a similarity with vanilla frosting. And then we got nonpareils for the pepperoni. So.
Ours are a little different. They have the
And the
candy,
sprinkles.
the little hard sprinkles on top. I couldn't find any of the regular plain ones, so.
Yeah, but you know,
Okay.
pepperoni has different colors and layers.
There's a different texture with bakes. I've got the chocolate all cut up. How big is this pie gonna be? So we've got this
So this
baking
is
pan.
this is the pie pan that we're going to be using, but we're not going to go all the way up to the sides, just to create maybe like a 1/2 inch.
What is it?
Crust?
9 inch?
It's either an 8 or a 9 inch. It's a Pyrex, so whichever one they sell.
Let's see if it says on it.
Probably not. I don't know if they care.
9.5 inches.
9.5.
I did put up. And we don't want a huge, we don't want a very thick layer of chocolate, just like a thin layer of chocolate, just like a thin layer of pizza sauce. So
Yeah, without frosting being cheese.
that's probably enough.
I think that's plenty.
Alright,
mean-
so our oven is ready.
Alright, so the pie crust is ready. The first thing I'm going to do is actually wash my hands with very cold water. I'm probably just going to use the rest of this ice water because you want your hands and your workstation as cold as possible. I have my pie crust here. I have a cool surface to roll it out on. I'm just going to get some flour.
Make a mess.
I love making messes. It's where the creativity happens. So you'll see a lot of cracks in the pie dough. That's because this is a tender pie dough, not a flaky pie dough. So it'll crack. It's okay. Or we'll cut all of this out and you'll never know. Okay. Ooh, you see that marbling? See the marbling?
Not quite here. Let's see. Let's see if we can go over there and see it.
So there's a marbling of the shortening with the flour because we didn't overwork our crust. So it's going to show like that rather than having it be perfectly even. Now this is the part that I'm bad
Putting it in the pie dish.
at. Picking it up with the rolling. First thing I'm going to do, this is not my dad's technique, this is going to be mine. I just want to kind of get rid of some of these extra edges.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it, I suppose.
Because I already am bad at it, so I'm just going to cut off most of the crumbly edge. And a lot of this will be cut off anyway once we get it inside.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
We fold it over the edge of the dish, but so much extra. Makes
So
sense.
carefully remove. These will be used for crumpets. My favorite. Noah's favorite too.
Yes.
They're the best. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. After some difficulty, we're ready. I'm going.
Pie crust is ready to
Well,
go in the oven.
no.
No, not ready.
No.
No.
It is ready to be pushed into the pie tin
Ah,
and
correct.
trimmed.
Fair enough.
Silly Noah. This isn't ready. This looks like a big mess. I am going to just trim.
Are we gonna? You know what we should do? We should take some of that, roll it up, and make it a little bit thicker for some crust.
Okay, Noah, do you want to say it now?
What?
It's time!
It's time to put it in the oven. Ignore the mess. All right, now we wait. Oh, what are you doing over there?
I'm saving this pie dough. This is crusty gold. I don't know what it is. It's delicious, and since we're already gonna have a big treat of pizza pie, I'm gonna save this to make crumpets on a different day. All right, so about 8 minutes away. Let's just get a little peek on the pie crust.
Ooh,
It looks like a little pizza dough.
it does. All right, can't wait till it's done.
Okay. All right, Noah. So what are you doing now?
I am getting ready to melt our chocolate. So originally I thought maybe I could make like a chocolate ganache, but we also wanted to be able to put the frosting on top, so that wouldn't really work out too well because we wouldn't be able to spread it. It would just mix and it would look ugly. So we just decided that we would just melt some chocolate and hopefully it would harden on top of our pie crust, and that way it would be like a solid layer, so we could at least like make it look nicer. I'm going to try not to make a mess with this chocolate.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You should use your... Ah.
So that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now I just need, I believe we have a whisk. We do.
So we have
Right, the
pie crust.
pie crust
Chocolate.
is done.
Let's get out a baby spatula.
Okay.
And carefully.
Grab that. Let me grab the pan over the pile.
Okay.
Hopefully that is enough chocolate.
No, I got chocolate on our thing. Oh, nope, that's chocolate from a past adventure of ours. Okay, so if you scrape it out,
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
fold it.
Sure.
I'm gonna carefully try to get it in different spots. Okay, I'm gonna go over here now.
Okay, this is looking really good.
It's really good. We have
And the
any...
melted chocolate just looks so good, which is very weird given
Alright.
its color.
Alright, while it's there,
I'm gonna
spread it around. I'll see if I can get anything else out of here with, oh, what's that? A tiny silicone spoon? I don't have a good grip on this though. You know what this reminds me of, Noah? The Club Penguin pizza game.
Oh my gosh.
The best game.
Yeah, but the two, well, I see, the dessert pizza was like the better game out of that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
I liked the frosting pizza personally. My only worry with this is that our crust isn't big, but that's okay.
That's okay, it's
We're not gonna put too much frosting on
hey,
it.
what is it, New York style? Is that the thin one?
Yeah, it's New York style. I like New York style.
New York style dessert pizza.
Don't tell my Italian father, but I love New York style pizza.
You watch these videos?
Oops. All right, we're gonna
Not sure if my arm was in the way there.
we're gonna let this completely cool, and then we'll move on to the next step. Are you gonna lick this?
It might be too hot.
Yeah. We'll let those cool.
Not that cool.
All right.
I will see you in a bit.
Our pie crust and chocolate have completely cooled, so what we're going to do now is add our toppings.
So, while we were waiting for it to cool down, we took the frosting that we had and we made some whipped frosting.
It's not homemade. We just whipped it.
Yeah.
So you can buy a regular tub of frosting. I know they sell whipped frosting, but you get less frosting. It's per volume, so you can take a can of frosting and whip it with just your blender, or not your blender, your
Mixer.
So you can blend it with your mixer, and we're going to carefully top our pie.
Okay.
Want to eat this?
Later.
You're like, not on camera. Okay. Oh, that's so fluffy.
Yeah, we wanted the whipped frosting. We wanted it to be fluffier. And one thing we didn't mention earlier is that, well, we were talking about how one of the things Moriah Elizabeth didn't like was that it was too sweet. Her pizza was too sweet. One thing I realized is that the chocolate I have is 63% dark chocolate, so that also, in addition to the pie crust, is going to take away, balance out some of the extra sweetness that we're going to get from the frosting. So hopefully, it's going to be really good.
So we have way too much frosting. So this is 1 can of regular frosting that has now been whipped. So we have so much extra frosting. Alright, so the next thing she did was add the pepperonis, which are just also dark chocolate nonpareils. Do we do them sprinkle side up? Side down?
I don't know.
Up?
Maybe a little bit of each. Maybe one down, one, couple up.
Yeah.
And then once
These
that,
are huge.
I know, that's the ones that they had. Kevin, we gotta remember that we're gonna cut it. So.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to be careful. I'm gonna try to see if I can find like the smaller one. I think we'll do one more. And then
last is some sprinkles.
she used rainbow sprinkles. We have rainbow glitter sprinkles.
Ooh, fancy.
So
Almost had a really bad accent.
I thought it had the little topper on top,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. Just sprinkle them on. I love sprinkles. Alright,
We are done.
so we're gonna cut it now. I brought over our pizza cutter, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah.
So,
See if we can just like cut it. I don't know. It might be hard to take out of it. Little.
so I'm going to just try a knife.
That's very easy.
I'm just trying to decide how small of pieces to cut.
I think that's pretty good size.
Oh.
6 pieces.
Yeah, I tried to make it even. Just put some stuff over. Those pieces are big.
I don't think we're gonna be having this too often.
I think we're gonna have the small piece.
Yeah, we'll try one. We're good.
Okay, let's try to pull this out.
I mean, it honestly, it does look like a cookie cake. To be honest, here. Hold on.
Oh, it smells so good.
Does it?
Oh.
Oh, it does smell really
It
good.
smells really good.
Oh, it smells delicious, actually.
Would you like the first bite?
Sure.
Okay. We'll move this so you don't bite over it.
Yeah,
There's a plate to bite on
It
top of.
does.
Okay. And you can hold it like a piece of pizza.
Yeah, that's good. Not too sweet.
Oh, it is so good.
It's honestly almost a cookie cake, to be honest.
But it has that like.
But it's a little flaky, like a pie crust.
Yeah, my pie crust
Not-
did turn out a little
Not too
bit.
sweet. I think it could be maybe actually a little bit sweeter, actually, to be honest.
I think for, you know,
Well, I
no, I like it as it is because the dark chocolate just tastes really good in there.
yeah, like if you like dark chocolate, something that's not too sweet, that's very good.
I was gonna share this with my coworkers, but I don't know if I will now.
We've got so much of it though.
Oh, it's so good.
Alright, well, that is it for this video. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We really enjoyed making it, so if you'd like to see more...
And eating it.
and eating it. If you'd like to see more, we definitely would love to make some more of these kind of videos. So
Noah really enjoys baking.
yeah, I enjoy baking. So I think to make some baking videos would be really fun. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any ideas for us, leave them in the comments.
Definitely try this. It's delicious.
Yeah, if you want to try.
It's so good.
Yeah, like some other. I mean, again, like you could. There's so many different things you could do with it too. So, all right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.